And we start fourth quarter action with the Fisher Gators on the 9-yard line with a second down and a long yard to go to pick up a first down. And this is their deepest penetration of the night.
If you don't blow the whistle, you don't open up the set of rules.
So let's see what the Gators dial up here on second and short. And that's the toss sweep. And he shakes a tackler. And the ball carrier gets down right at the 1-yard line. And so the Gators have a first down and goal to go as the clock runs with 11 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Canes on top by 43-0. So can the Canes defense rise up and stop the Gator advance? This is the Gators' best shot at cracking the goal line. So let's see what transpires as the Canes are going to be called for encroachment once again. So that'll be half the distance to the goal. And this Hurricane defensive front now is returned with their veterans. And so they want to practice a little goal line stance. And let's see if they can come up with it. This is certainly the time to practice it. And you can bet the Canes are going to penetrate in those gaps. And the quarterback did not gain an inch as that Hurricane defense just dominated the center guard area. In fact, it looks like they might have lost maybe a half a yard, as there was no movement whatsoever as the quarterback attempted to sneak it over behind his center. So now we're looking at second down. And the Canes are going to be coming through the gaps again.
Oh, he flicks on the left.
And there's a flag down as we get illegal motion against the Gators. So the Gators, after getting all the way down to the 1-foot line, are going in the wrong direction as the ball is now going to be placed back on the 6-yard line. So the Canes are desperately trying to keep that goose egg on a scoreboard for the Fisher team. They come out in a wide, double wide slot for the Gators. And they give it to the running back. And I'll tell you what, he was hit so hard, I think his mouthpiece came out. And they continue to try to run to the left side. And the right side of the defensive line for the Hurricanes has just been on just a cement brick wall. So the Gators are talking it over in the huddle as the Canes defense is standing tall right now. So they've tried some running plays. Let's see if this is going to be a pass play for the Gators. As the Canes are going to continue to put pressure on the quarterback. And there it is. And the ball falls incomplete. Nice defensive play in the secondary by the Canes. And so now the Gators are looking at a fourth down as the Canes defensive unit has been ferocious down on the goal line. clock is now inside of 8 minutes. We're in the fourth quarter. Homecoming activities here were splendid at South Plaquemines tonight. The weather was great. The fans were great. And South Plaquemines' team has been great. Here's the Gators' best shot. He throws it up, and it's going to be incomplete. As the Canes come up with a goal line stand. And it looks like some of the younger boys in the offensive unit will now get their feet wet for South Plaquemines. And this may be the best opportunity for the Gators to score. Maybe if they can jaw the ball loose and get it into the end zone some type of way against this young offensive unit, because the defensive unit for the Canes have been impenetrable tonight. So the power football of the Canes has been very evident as they continue to stay in the tight formations. And the official is very flag happy thus far as he throws another penalty. Now what they're doing, as I stated earlier, they're letting the clock run except when there's a penalty. So I don't know if Fisher wants penalties or not, because all that does is prolong the amount of time that they have to stay on the field and take the punishment that they've been taking tonight from the Hurricanes. So ball is now placed inside the 5-yard line. The official continues to stand over the ball. And a penalty is declined by Fisher. Wisely so, as now it brings up a second down. And the clock runs as the ball carrier goes down at the 8-yard line. And so that's going to be third down. And if the Gators can hold them here, then they might have an opportunity to block the punt and come away with some points to put some salve in the wounds on the way back to Lafitte. So here's the third down play. The ball is fumbled, and that's going to bring up fourth down from the 6-yard line. So now, will the Canes punt, or will they just go for it here on fourth down? And it looks like they're going to send the punter back in the end zone. As the clock continues to run, 5:25, the snap, and the Gators ought to put a rush on here and try and block the punt. Oh, the back is going to run the ball. And it looks like he's going to have the first down yardage and all the way up to the 30-yard line. And there the flags fly again. And the question is, I didn't particularly see any infraction on that play. So we'll see if they mark it off from the spot of the foul, or if the penalty is in another area. But a fake punt by the Canes with a holding call. So the ball will result, it appears, to be a first down where they're placing the ball. And the chains have not yet moved on the far side. And I'll tell you, folks, confusion reigns here. As the best thing to do, in my opinion, for the officials is to let these kids just play this game out before somebody gets hurt. It's evident that the Canes are the dominant team. The Gators have put up a good fight with a lot of enthusiasm, but they just don't have the people. As the ball is lateraled, and on the lateral, South Plaquemines, they're saying now that Fisher has the ball on the recovery. So an ill-advised backwards lateral has resulted in the Gators getting another opportunity to score with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So here come the Gators as they take over on the 11-yard line. First down, they can pick up a first down on the 1-yard line. Counter. And once again, the officials drop another flag. And it's going to be against the Gators, and there's really no excuse to make that call against Fisher. The young men are trying to get on the board. They're doing a good job, and that was a very slight infraction, and I don't think it would have had much of an effect on the outcome of the play. So at any rate, they're penalized 5 yards. The double slot motion, the counter play, and that was one of their better plays in the first quarter. That's only the third time that they've come back to that, and this time the Canes defense was waiting and ready to pounce on the ball carrier. So the Gators now face a second down and a long 17. As we stated earlier, they can pick up a first down at the 1-yard line. But right now, I think they're just looking for some type of positive play to get in position. Quarterback sprints to his right, and he's going to overthrow the intended receiver. And it looks like the Gator quarterback is more efficient when he drops back, and he's not quite as efficient on the sprint out pattern. He doesn't seem to get his shoulders in position for that.
7 was over there just a second ago.
So the Gators are getting the play from the sidelines. They break the huddle. And, of course, they've got to cash in on this opportunity if they want to break the scoreboard. And he's in trouble, and he's going to go down in the backfield.
Oh, that should be.
And that's going to be another penalty as the frustration on the Fisher quarterback becomes evident as he was hurled to the ground on the tackle. And it appeared to be possibly number 55, Carby DeMall, who body slammed the quarterback. And, of course, he showed his frustration. And the Gators are now all the way back to the 44-yard line. And that was a dead ball foul. So that will bring up 4th down for the Gators. And an eternity to go to pick up the first down. And it looks like the Gators are going to go into punt formation. As the official throws the flag again. And he's going to call too many men on the field for Fisher. And I guess he's not a Texas A&M fan with the 12th man, because the Gators could use a 12th man on the field right now. But the official spotted it, and they will be penalized once again as the ball is now at the 49-yard line. And the Gators will be punting with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The punt is away. The ball carrier picks up the ball, and a nice open field tackle by the Gators as the clock goes inside of 1 minute as we get near the conclusion of tonight's homecoming victory for South Plaquemines. And South Plaquemines will call a timeout, and we'll take ours for your local sponsors. Action resumes with 45 seconds left in this ball game. The Canes take over after the punt right at the 10-yard line. And it looks like Sherman is going to carry for short yardage, as it appears that there'll just be possibly one more play before this ball game is over. The snap, and it's a runaround end, and the Gators are making a stop right about a yard short of the line of scrimmage. So the clock now is inside of 10 seconds as the 2013 homecoming game for South Plaquemines is finally over with a tremendous victory here at South Plaquemines High School field. The Canes 43 and the Fisher Gators 0. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Our homecoming activities are over here at South Plaquemines Field. What a great night for South Plaquemines High School, a 43-0 victory over the Fisher Gators. And, of course, that concludes 75 years of high school football in Plaquemines Parish. Tonight, the outstanding player goes to a new face for South Plaquemines. Trevon Ragus scored several touchdowns and made many outstanding plays. So the outstanding player is Trevon Ragus for South Plaquemines High School. And we bid you all a good night and some happy homecoming memories from the past for each and every one of you.